this is a good story. Well, I think it's a good story, but I was going to college at University of Arizona, and you go off to college and you maybe gain a little bit of weight, maybe aren't quite your healthy self, and so I decided I was going to take Jazzercise. So I started taking Jazzercise all over Tucson, and a lot of it. I think I must have been going to class almost every single day. And so the manager for Jazzercise at the time there, she said to me, she's like, why don't you teach, class? And I was like, Jazzercise? Teach Jazzercise? Because honestly, up until that point, I didn't really think of it as being a business or a company. I just thought of it as what my mom did. And I immediately was like, no way, I'm not gonna become an instructor. That's crazy. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. And so she kept kind of pestering me, and I kept saying no, but I kept going to class, and like all over Tucson I would go. And so finally one day, Jerry Harwell, she still teaches Jazzercise today. She said, I signed you up for this training and you're going. And so I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm going. So I worked really, really hard, but I decided at that moment that I didn't want to share it with my mom or share it with anybody back at home, back at the office, because I was really worried that I wasn't going to pass. And that would be so embarrassing and humiliating for my mom especially, and also for myself. So I thought, I'm just gonna keep it a secret. So I kept it a secret from everybody. It was only my sorority sisters and my friends at school that really cheered me on and got me through and supported me through the training. And it was hard. Like, it took me days and days and days to perfect everything. And I went to my training and I ended up passing, so that was good. But really it was, I think I realized when I got to college how important it was to stay fit and how good I felt. And also for me, it was like going home. It was a place and music and a familiarity when you're off at college that made you feel like you were at home. And so that is my Jazzercise instructor story. And I ended up teaching Jazzercise all through college, and it was just so great. I loved every minute of it, and still do. The first moment that I realized like Jazzercise was so much bigger than my mom, and that's when I went to high school. So I had gone to private school up until 8th grade, and then finally went to public school. So freshman year of 9th grade, I remember I'm walking through the high school, very timid, not wanting to make eye contact with anybody, and this girl yells across the whole lunch area. She's like, hey, is your mom that Jazzercise lady? And of course the whole entire school turned and looked at me at that one moment, and I just pretended like I didn't even hear her because I was just so horribly mortified. But I remember thinking, oh my gosh, everybody knows who my mom is and about Jazzercise, and that must mean that Jazzercise is so much bigger than what it is here in Carlsbad or in Oceanside, and it's making an impact on people that don't even go to class know what it is. And I have to say, the moment that I realized that Jazzercise was even bigger than that was there was a few years with Jazzercise where we did a lot of mini conventions all over the US, actually all over the world. And I had done a ton of these conventions in one year, some ridiculous number, like 15 of them. And I just remember having this moment on stage, and I had done a bunch of conventions and I was teaching, and it was just like, when you have a moment on stage, if those instructors out there, you know what I mean. But just seeing all of these women, and I'd seen all of these women and a few men all over the world doing the same routines, taking the same class, having the same amazing experience. And I just was like, wow, it was just an aha moment. Nothing really special happened, but I just remember saying to myself, this is magic. There is magic here, and Jazzercise is special, and I want to continue to be part of it and have it be part of my life. Probably the number one thing I love is the community. I love how we have all different kinds of people in our classes at all different levels of fitness, all different times of their life, but we all can come together in that room to do what we love, and it's okay. So it doesn't matter if you're super fit or if you're just starting your fitness journey, we all can be in there together having a good time. And I really do feel like that is part of what is Jazzercise's secret sauce, is that we create an environment and we have a program that you don't have to go to beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. We all are at whatever level we want to do, and it can change from day to day, and we're all in there together. And that Jazzercise community and that ability to be together no matter where you are and how you feel is really amazing.